Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Day to Day with Daidrien podcast. Today's topic is chemical romance and how digital romance is impacting our mental and emotional well being, potentially tearing our futures apart. If you are listening to this right now, take the time to give credit where credit is due, and the credit that is due to you. It takes courage, it takes a courageous individual to confront their pain with humility. It takes self-examination to recognize the unhealthy patterns with our own behavior. And it takes commitment to personal growth and self-compassion to break free from the chains of generational trauma. I am proud to call you a supporter of mine. I am your host, Daidrien Johnson, serial entrepreneur and inspiring model and actor. And my mission is to educate and encourage, to empower and inspire people to create the safe space that allows you to save yourself. I want to start off by saying hurt people, but healed people, heal people. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Proverbs 18:21. Your mindset and expressions shape your circumstances and outcomes. Your thoughts attract, your imagination creates, and your words manifest your reality. Your thoughts, actions, and beliefs need to align with your spirit, as it is your spirit that influences your relationships. Your flesh is bound to this world, your spirit transcends it. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Proverbs 17:21. We're living in a world of crushed spirits because we have no guidance. Our parents raised us for a world that no longer exists. For the lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisors. Proverbs 11:14. Find your mentor. Find the people who move in the truth and righteousness and allow yourself to be influenced in the right direction. And let your transformation become a beacon of hope for others who may still be trapped in a cycle of dysfunction. Be the ripple effect, providing future generations with the opportunity for liberation and healing. If you are listening to this podcast, you possess the transformative power to change not only your life, but the lives of others. Many of us struggle with the feeling of betrayal and unworthiness, the constant feeling of rejection, skepticism. It is our wounds that are the very thing covering up who we really are. And underneath all those layers of defense mechanisms is an innocent child who is not only internally worthy of being loved, but yearning for it. Relationships we encounter throughout our lives from the early stages of childhood shape our understanding of what to expect from others. These experiences can influence our self-perception, shape our beliefs about love and connection, and impact our overall worldview. Your perceptions of relationships are shaped by various influences from your past. Every belief, expectation, and reaction you have towards relationships have been learned from someone or something in your life. This means for most people, when you date somebody, you are not dating the person standing in front of you. You are dating who they think they are, who they imprinted on. Do you remember who you were before the world told you who you needed to be? This is why I say, if they spin that block, give them a second chance, because now you are dealing with a real them, not someone who they pretend to be. If they have done the work on themselves, of course. It takes someone to break them, to realize who they truly are. This is a blessing in disguise of heartbreaks. So if you have gotten your heart broken, this is the best opportunity for you to become who you truly are. Most people will not understand this, so they will never be the cycle breaker, continuing down the path stuck in the circumference of their misery. How you handle a breakup reveals more about you than you might realize. So commend yourself if you took the time to work on yourself and remain single to fully process your experience, recognizing that no emotion is greater than the other, and honor each one. You will win in the end. When the storm has swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous stand firm forever. My job is to navigate you through a maze you don't know you're in. Many are called, but few are chosen. Matthew 22:14, and I'm one of the ones he chose. The fruit of the righteousness is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves lives. hurt people, and healed people heal people. Uncovering our emotional patterns is empowering because with the awareness of them, we can consciously choose to self edit, change, and replace them entirely, and to be open to new and healthy relationship dynamics by choosing something different. True love is not something that we find, it is something that we consciously create and build together. Relationships can be opportunities for us to heal because I believe love can help you love again, but you have to choose wisely because our partners actually play a crucial role in our healing process because past traumas lie deeply embedded in our unconscious mind, surfacing only when triggered. By interactions and with our partner's support, we can safely observe our triggers, thoughts, and emotions and reactions in a safe environment, gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves and the subconscious patterns that drive us. I wish I understood the assignment a year ago, but I had no guidance, no real understanding of what it meant to be a man, and no emotional intelligence. She was my first relationship, and I didn't even understand my emotions, so I couldn't understand hers. Neither one of us was perfect, but she doesn't have to be. It's a man's job to lead. I took full responsibility even for the things I didn't do wrong, so I can learn and grow from them. But I can't change the past or overthink my way to a better future. All I can do is make the best of the present to correct past mistakes. And I will start by making sure I have provided the correct information and resources that we need to make sure the men who look up to me don't make the same mistake. And all that really was learning how to listen, hear, and validate, skills often seen as a lost art in the male communication. I wasn't lacking in any other area, but the men who look up to me will make their own mistakes, but they will know how to handle them with grace and confidence because I will give them the information and instructions on how to have confidence in their competence. Put a woman in an environment that she can cultivate and grow in. If you put her in a negative environment, she's going to feed into it. Women only know violence when they're introduced to it, but men, on the other hand, are barbaric by nature, which is why it's important to find a balance between acknowledging and understanding your emotions while also considering rational thinking and self-control. This is crucial. If a man can't be soft in his relationship, then where can he be? And that's a suicidal definition for the men who feel like they can't be. The priority of the feminine in the man and women is the flow of love in the relationship. And the priority of the masculine in the relationship for men and women is the mission which leads to freedom. This is submission, together under the same mission. This is the way. Superior mindset, superior actions, superior man. And these actions will bring you a wife of noble character, and a wife of noble character is her husband's crown. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but the perverse tongue crushes the spirit. Proverbs 15:4. So be gentle with your approach to the confrontation. Let go of your ego, ladies and gentlemen. Ego means you have to hear me, but I don't have to hear you. Pride comes right before destruction. It's supposed to be you and them against the problem, not you and them against each other. This is why you must date someone close to your psychological age, and biological age comes second. Y'all have to be on the same page. Also, your queen may have been traumatized, abused, abandoned, leaving her emotionally scarred. And as a man, you have to be able to confront that because that is the person you are dealing with. The reason why relationships don't work out is because you have two people who are biologically around the same age, but psychologically they are not. They are on different levels. You have to learn where to meet people where they are. Suffering destroys a woman but makes a man. You are suffering, so she and the family that follows doesn't have to. And the man who are suffering right now, you will look back and you will realize your suffering was necessary for you to become the man you need to become, a more authentic man. Light in the messenger's eyes brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. So gentlemen, be her pride and joy. It's not that hard. You just have to want to do it. But I promise you it'll be worth it. Move past your doubts and limitations. Know who you are so that you can know where you're going. And if you bring out the best in yourself, then you need to surround yourself with people who bring out the best in you. Carl Jung said the meeting of two personalities is like contact of two chemical substances. If there's any reaction, both are transformed forever. So I will leave you with this. When you love what you do, you generate love in those who come in contact with you. And from that source of energy, reconnect and renew your focus on work, relationships, family, and your creative efforts. You will see your reality begin to change right before your eyes. Gold there is and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. Proverbs 20:15. And above all else, guard your heart because everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. That is my time, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Daidrien Johnson, and I am grateful to have you as my audience. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Day to Day with Daidrien podcast. I really hope that it left you inspired and informed, and I really hope that it left you ready to take on new challenges. If you enjoyed what you heard today, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review because it's your feedback that helps me keep going. And I want to say thank you for being the best part of my podcast community. I could not be here without you guys. And with that being said, goodbye for now.